we are towing it back to Jerry's house right now, but we are using his 240, so check that out. Alright guys, so I'm not sure if you guys can see me or not, or even hear me. I'm gonna roll my windows up right fast. So the K24D T240 is broke down right now. It sort of sucks, but we are towing it back to Jerry's house right now, but we are using his 240, so check that out. So yeah, I'm basically back here sitting in my 240. I'm manning basically the brakes, so I gotta make sure I e-brake so I don't slam into the back of his 240, because basically all we're using is a little strap, because that's all we have to tow it with right now. And it's about roughly 2 o'clock maybe at night, 2 a.m. But yeah, that's what we are doing right now. We are towing my 240 back to his house. Basically, I don't know what happened. We were racing, and then, I don't know, it drove fine after we raced. And then we got to like a downtown area where we live at. And then the 240 just started bogging down, and it just didn't, I gave it throttle and everything and didn't want to go. Usual 240 issues, I guess you could say. But yeah, I gave it throttle, didn't want to go. We pulled over to the side. I thought it was a spark issue. It was misfiring like hell. But then I have a compression tester in my car that I always carry around with all my tools and everything. And we compression tested it. So it came up, the first two at 90, and then the back two are like 120, 130-ish. So that's not good already. So the first two have low compression, which it's looking like I'm gonna have to pull the head at least. And that sort of sucks on my end. But I sort of want to believe it was the valves. The valves might tap the piston from some valve float or whatever, since I haven't built the head yet. I don't want to believe that is anything from the block down, the rotating assembly, like the pistons or rings or anything like that. I really don't want to believe anything of that nature. So, but I'm gonna leak down test it in the future, and then basically go from there. So yeah, I thought I'd just film this since I never really film when it breaks down or anything like that much. I just pulled my phone out, just, I guess, yeah, just riding along right now, just trying to get it back to Jerry's house. Sort of sketchy, but it's the only thing that we can do, I guess, at the moment. But yeah, KA240's down, SR is still good. For the moment, at least. Hopefully it doesn't deal with any issues like mine is right now. But yeah. So what is up, you guys? I am basically, this is the morning after my car broke down last night. You guys probably saw the clip already. It sort of sucks. I got my leak down tester, which is right there. Cylinder leakage tester. It's my dad's. Basically heading to Jerry's right now. I'm still at my house, just sitting in the driveway. But heading off right now to Jerry's to actually do the leak down test to pinpoint what is wrong with my car, why I have, ooh, this brakes sound terrible. So yeah, I'm heading to Jerry's to basically leak down test my car to find out why I have low compression in the first two cylinders. But even though I had low compression basically all the way around the board, like 120 isn't the greatest at all. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing that, and hopefully I'm like half hoping but half not hoping that is a valve issue. Hopefully I burnt some exhaust valves. You guys might be thinking you're still gonna have to pull the head off and change the head gasket maybe and all that crap. Yeah, it sucks, but the way I'm looking at it, if it's a valve issue and the rings are fine and everything like that, and just compressions is and compression is just slipping out through the valves, then I'm just gonna be building the head and the car's gonna be better. So that's the way I'm looking at it. It's gonna be a lot of money probably if I have to do that. Like I've already been looking at, it's about $1,000 in total for all the work and parts I'm going to be needing. But fuck it, I'm down. that'd be awesome content for you guys if that is what the problem is. So yeah, I'm hoping that it's nothing bottom end wise. I hope the rings are fine and everything like that, which they should be, because when I explained in the video before that we were racing, that yeah, we were just racing and everything, but my tune is still running rich ever since the drift day. Like, I had Martin fix it, and then we went to the drift day, and then at the drift day I stalled out, changed the cap, all that crap, if you guys saw that video. But ever since that, the car's been running insanely rich. Like, I really don't know what's wrong with it, but it could have been like my valve starting to fuck up then at the drift event, since I was beating on the car, but still don't know. But basically I just finished it off, I guess, last night after that race. But the way I'm thinking of this in my mind, if you guys can understand why I'm thinking it's the valves, is because when we were racing, I was basically straight red line, 6,000 RPMs, not 6,000, 7,000 RPMs, just getting it, I guess. And I could see, like, with the stock head and the stock springs and everything like that, that the valves might have some valve float and basically tap the piston and then crack and fuck some shit up like that. So that's what's going through my mind, is that I was at high RPMs, which on a stock head is not ideal if you don't have some like aftermarket springs or anything like that for that reason. Then you'd probably be fucking some shit up like I am right now. So that's what I'm hoping, slash not hoping, but yeah, I think it's the valves. Hopefully it is. I'm gonna check with the leak down tester, confirm everything. So yeah, I'm on my way to Jerry's house. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Alright, you guys, so I just got to Jerry's and about to set this leak down tester up. As you see, here she is, all broke down and shit. Oh, that sucks. That sucks so bad. Alright, you guys, so this is the leak down tester right here. I know I'm gonna have to switch one of the fittings for the air compressor on it, so you gotta figure that out. Pretty sure it's just this fitting right here, so you gotta swap that out, and then it should work. So if you guys don't know how the leak down tester works, basically it's like a compression tester. And if you guys don't know how a compression tester works, take something like this, which on this top, a freaking gauge like this hooks up to it, and down there, right here on this side, threads into the spark plug hole, which goes down to the cylinder. So that's basically how this thing gets set up. So this gets hooked to an air compressor, and then this side gets hooked to right here, which goes to the leak down tester itself, and then this goes down into the cylinder. So basically I just gotta swap that fitting out right there. Alright, you guys, so I've already ran into my first problem. So this is the original leak down tester fitting. It goes like right there into the leak down tester. I took this out. I was going to swap it out with this, but these threads are too big. So what I'm going to have to do is probably go to like Lowe's or something, find like a freaking fitting for it, because I don't think we have a fitting here, which sucks. But yeah, looks like we're heading to Lowe's, and I'm gonna go grab a fitting. So I'll probably just skip to that part after I go to Lowe's and everything, and boom, I should have the fitting. Alright, so I'm back from Lowe's. I got this right here, and I got this right here. So basically this is the original fitting, like I've said before, but I needed that size thread, which this size was too big, and this is the fitting that needs to work for Jerry's compressor. So basically what I did was, they didn't have a fitting to where it was this size thread right here, which was a male thread, and then a female thread for this one, so that this could hook into there. So basically I had to get basically a union between like 2 female threads, and then I had to get like a union with male threads. So this is going to screw in right here like so, and then this will screw in right here like so, and then this will finally be able to screw right in. And that is what it's going to look like. Not the best, but I just need something to work for right now. So yeah, I'm probably just going to Teflon tape it so I have no leaks, and then screw everything together, make sure it's all snug, and then yeah, I'm going to leak down test my car. Alright you guys, so I could not find any Teflon tape, so I'm basically just going to tighten these the best I can. Alright you guys, so I got the leak down tester right here. It's all hooked up and everything, and I have the spark plug thing right here. It's all the way down there, all screwed in. Now what you have to do is basically have it on top dead center. So when you're doing the first cylinder, you want to make sure the first cylinder is on top dead center, and then when you move to the second one, you want to make sure that it's on the compression stroke top dead center. Basically, whatever cylinder you're doing, you want to make sure that cylinder is on top dead center. So you want to make sure that the piston is all the way to the top and that is on compression stroke so that the valves are shut. Nothing's supposed to be leaking out of the cylinder. So yeah, basically if you do compression test on your, well not compression test, if you do a leak down test on your engine or anything like that, then, and it's good, then nothing should leak. On this gauge right here, it'll basically be in the green, and you'll be set. So basically I'm going to be looking for a moderate or like high leaking. So from that I'll be looking for the leaks, like I'll show you like where to find them at and everything like that.
My niggas in the hood know what I'm talking about.
Alright guys, so basically for the leak down test, a lot of people take off their oil caps. I'm gonna leave mine on because I have my catch can right here, which is vented to atmosphere, which if I have any, like if my rings are bad in the first cylinder and I blow by like a shit ton of it, then it will come out right here. And I'll be, basically the leak down test, you're gonna be listening for like hissing, like basically an air leak. So if you're hearing like tss, like any noises or anything like that, like hissing, like there's like air leaking out from here, like here, or if you don't have a catch can and you want to open this up, then if you hear hissing coming from your oil cap, then that means it's your rings. Another thing is you want to open up your coolant. If you got bubbles coming out, that means you got a blown head gasket. You want to also listen through like your intake. So a lot of people will take their like whatever they have on their throttle body and listen through the throttle body, see if they hear any hissing from there. And then exhaust, so you'll go to the back of your car. So you'll go to the back of your car back here and you'll be listening for like any type of hissing or noises coming out your exhaust back here. And that's how you basically figure it out. So if it's coming out the exhaust, it's the exhaust valve. If it's coming through the throttle body right here, then it's intake valves. If it's coming through my catch can or through here, it's piston rings, coolant, and that's a head gasket. So yeah, that's all I know from my knowledge of the leak down test. So I'm about to give it a try right now and go for it, I guess. So to get started, you want to plug this up right here into that right there, and then you take this little nozzle knob thing right here and you spin it, and this basically ups the pressure of air like going into the cylinder, and then you just like snap the cap down and it holds it. And then you look at your little gauge, and your gauge will tell you like the percentage of leakage and everything. The higher it is, the more leaking, the worse the engine is. The less it is, then you're pretty good. So let's go for it.
I'll get straight to the point. I found marijuana in the house. And while I never thought of myself as the type of father who'd have to drug test his kids, I'm willing to do just that if that's what it takes to find out who brought a joint into this house.
Dad, Lucy found something too.
Dad, I found a joint in Mom's dresser drawer.
So far, it sounds like compression is getting leaked through all of my cylinders. So I feel like it might be a head gasket. I wasn't expecting that. And maybe an exhaust valve. I don't know. I'm gonna go check the exhaust, see if I have any noises back there also. So yeah, it sounds like my exhaust valves are bad also. So if you guys can hear that like hissing noise, I am the mic this way. Come back. That's no bueno. So yeah, it sounds like my exhaust valves are done and my head gasket the head might have rose. I might have lifted the head, because if I lift these up, you can hear it. So yeah, that's not good. And as you see right here on the gauge, it's 100% leaking, and that is no bueno. And it's got 100 pounds of pressure in it. So if all that's leaking out, then that's not good at all. So, but as for over here, I'm pretty sure my rings are good. So at least that's good. I don't have to redo the block at least. I just gotta make sure I take a straight edge to it when I lift the head off and go for it that way. Make sure the block's straight and everything like that. Hopefully I don't have to get any more machine work done to it and rebuild it again, because that would suck a lot. But yeah. Alright, so basically what I'm gonna do now is just leak down test the rest of the cylinders. After doing that first one, I basically got the whole what I'm gonna do to the engine now, which I'm gonna tell you guys here in a second, like towards the end of the video. But just from my knowledge and just me wanting to do it, I'm going to leak down test the rest of the cylinders and just get like information basically out of my engine. Basically what cylinders are holding the most, which it should be the last two and whatnot. Just because, I don't know, I feel like doing it, and I like to just know stuff about the engine before I actually start going at it and tearing stuff apart. So yeah, I'm going to do these last three cylinders right fast. Alright you guys, so after checking the rest of the cylinders, it's safe to say that I'm believing that it is exhaust valves for the first and second cylinder. At first I thought it was a head gasket and it was leaking between the first and second cylinder, but now that I've done that, I don't think it's a head gasket anymore, because when I did the first one, it sounded like it was leaking through like the second, third, and fourth cylinder, like compression was leaking between all of them. But when I checked the third and fourth one, they weren't leaking like at all. Like they had a slight bit of blow by coming out of the catch can, but nothing noticeable. Like I could hear no leaks from the exhaust, catch can, nowhere, no bubbles coming from the coolant, nothing of that sort. That's for the third and fourth. But as for the second and first, I could hear hissing coming out the second when I checked the first, and then I didn't really hear hissing coming out the first one when I checked the second, but I could hear hissing coming out the exhaust. So it's safe to say that I'm pretty sure it's exhaust valves that were burnt. So that's what I'm going to be checking. As for what I'm going to be doing with the engine now is possibly, oh not possibly, the head is coming off, you guys, so expect videos on the head coming off. But as far as parts and what I'm going to do, I'm probably going to upgrade and probably build the head. I'm not sure if I'm going to upgrade cams, but I'm definitely going to upgrade valves, springs, and retainers and stuff like that, because the stock valve, spring, retainers, and everything at high RPMs just isn't cutting it, as you see. So that's what I'm going to be upgrading now, is the head. So hope you guys enjoyed this small video. I'm not sure if it's long or not, but yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned for some more Southern tuning. Probably doing some stuff with Jerry's car. He's probably going to be doing his first drift event soon, since I can't drift now. I'm going to be working on my car. But stay tuned, you guys. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. So later.
down.